Previously on ApprenticeEh.
Chewy's gonna drill some holes. Battery needs to be charged. I don't know about you, but I think that looks freaking amazing. Let's go hardly work in bed because I'm tired.
Alright, as Sam finishes this last column, or these last two columns, this is the schedule for Bufferfest.
This is it, guys. Just a bunch of X's.
Just a bunch of...
This is all that's happening.
Yep.
The whole time.
There's a bunch of numbers.
Just a bunch of numbers.
A bunch of screenings. And there's so much to figure out.
Oh, it's so complicated.
It's like solving a really complicated Rubik's Cube.
Oh, man.
But instead of cubes, there's people.
Yep. It's a Sudoku puzzle.
And,
it is Sudoku.
In proper computer terms, it is a search problem.
Okay.
Oh,
because
sure.
There's a feasible number of solutions.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were to list every single solution as an array, there's like a solid line in them, and you need to find that one which is optimal.
Right.
Yeah.
So you need to search the list of all possible answers for that one.
That one spot that works.
Yeah, only because there's a feasible number.
It's engineering. I like engineering. Engineering's cool.
So we got two theaters.
Two theaters
We
for
got
2 days.
times and meetups and screenings.
Meetups and screenings.
And
then
screenings.
day 1.
And meetups and screenies and meetups and screenings and meetups and screenings.
And then day
and
2 is these two. So we have a list here of potential YouTuber names.
Don't look at them.
And don't look at them.
Don't
Don't look at
Get
them.
out of here.
They're not.
Get out of
they're
here.
Not there.
Look at Chewy.
Look at Chewy. Sam and I worked on a schedule together a couple days ago. Yeah. Yes, was it yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Oh my
We've
goodness.
been working long days.
It was so long ago. And then we want to reiterate everything like 800 times.
Yeah,
so we are
we
taking
have to
that
talk it all
base
out.
schedule and all the people that we have listed as potentials for the shows, and then rebuilding a schedule on there.
Because what happens
And then we'll
is
probably end up rebuilding again later.
Yeah. What happens is that a screening... this year we actually have meetups before screenings. That's
Yeah.
the announcement. This year we're doing meetups first. And the reason for that is really simple. That way the end of the night, which is like late night, can end on a screening.
Yes.
Whereas last year it was like we had a late screening and then a meetup after.
That's exhausting.
Which is exhausting. And so the challenge is that there would be like a screening, well, first a meetup, then a screening, and another meetup's happening, right?
Yeah, at the same time.
Yeah, and so then a meetup and a screening happen at the same time, and then a meetup and a screening meetup is like all day. That makes sense. They would just have screenings and meetups. So you might go to a meetup, then go to a screening, but you're like, oh, I want to go to the meetup instead of going to the screening, you know. And so we really try to put things that are similar, and what we wouldn't want to do is have very similar shows on at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, oh, you're making me choose between comedy short films and short films. Like that just seems like silly for us to do, so we're not doing that. So we try to put on very opposite things at the same time and after.
Which is gonna prove relatively difficult.
Every screening affects all of the adjacent, like a board game, it affects across and one row down.
Yeah.
So
and
there's a buffer, no pun intended, actually the pun was intended, around it, so they actually affect 4.
Yeah. Good times.
Cool.
Dude, they're going insane. Chewy just came booking it, and I'm sitting doing stuff at my desk, and he always goes under the desk. So he just ended up there and like hit my legs out of the way. I was like, this is where I'm going now. What a goofball. You guys are so silly. Are you making some corn?
Yes.
And growing it yourself?
Yes.
Is it done?
It's done.
Are you sure?
I think.
Do you know how to do?
No. And I realize the metal bowl gets hot.
Yeah, it does.
Look, man, no one said I knew what I was doing. I'm just really good at pretending.
Okay.
There you go. Timer's done. Perfect timing.
Alright, so there's the schedule so far. It's not done yet, but I'm not gonna let you see it. It's very simplified, and it's gonna be pretty awesome.
Are you just filming your hands?
And I'm focused on my hands so they can't see the words on the schedule.
Yeah.
So, there it is. You lazy butt. Making me do all the work.
Sure.
Sure. That's the truth, and you know it, mister. We are packed and ready to go. Tomorrow we are flying to Seattle for the Vlogger Fair. We have our suitcase and our backpack. Where's your backpack? His backpack. over there. And our clothes that are for tomorrow. It's all ready to go with shoes and everything. I think we're good. I just have to grab my laptop.
I already did.
Good job.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Well, that's what you did while I packed everything else.
I got all my clothes ready.
After I harassed you about it.
It took me about 5 minutes at most to pack for all my clothes.
Good.
I walked into the closet and Saskia walked in like 2 seconds behind me. I was like, alright, so what should I bring? And I go, I don't know, but here's all my clothes. There you go. And she's like, wow, that was fast. And I'm like, yeah, grab 4 shirts.
Yeah, and instead of then doing the next step, you stand around playing on your phone, mister.
I shaved and got all the bathroom stuff ready.
Wow. Your 800 hair products.
It was just, well, I had to improvise.
Because we're not doing
Because we're not
check-in.
checked luggage, so I can't bring gels. So
No,
I
you
have
can't.
to improvise with not gels.
Good.
So
It'll be a fun experiment.
Sure.
Sure. Alright. We have 5 hours of sleep ahead of us. Because of course we left the packing until some ridiculous time in the morning. So we're gonna go to bed. And then tomorrow we're gonna go fly to Seattle. So I hope you had a great day. And we will see you tomorrow. Good night.
Home is where the fog is.